What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the biggest mistake that I'm seeing resellers making and how to help you not make the same mistake. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining. I'm a reseller. Make sure to subscribe if you like content like this, talking all things reselling and data analytics to help you hit your monetary goals from being a side hustle to full-time seller. So let's get right into it. What is the biggest mistake that I am seeing resellers making? And that is just going out and doing shopping and buying things, thrifting items, and not necessarily thinking about why you're thrifting what you're thrifting and why you're purchasing what you're purchasing, and then you sit around and wonder, why are my items not selling? So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to figure out what is selling and how to hit the monetary goals that you want to make. And that first starts with looking at your monetary goals. You start at the top and you work your way down to the bottom to figure out what you need to source to hit those goals. So we're going to start from the top. I'm going to start from the top all the way down to showing you exactly how to figure out what is going to sell to help you hit those monetary goals. Let's jump right into it. That is going to be looking at the inventory. This is the sales. All right, so this right here is the sales and trends dashboard. All right, this right here is the sales and trends dashboard. I have 3 dashboards for sale to help you hit your monetary goals. All 3 of them you can purchase on Etsy or on my website. Links for those down below. If you have them, you can also become an affiliate as well and earn a little bit of extra income that way, 8% back. But this is a sales and trends dashboard. This looks at all of the platforms that I sell on. It comes with this import file that you track and gather all of your data. If you're not sure that you would know how to do this, you can purchase just the import file to start tracking your data, see if that's manageable for you, and then purchase the dashboard later, and that would help you. And then it's just a quick, easy copy paste to get these metrics as well. So that's an easier, a cheaper way. The import file is only $5, so you can start tracking your own data, compile that, see if that's something that you think that you can do, and then have the metrics, or if you just want to track your data and not necessarily see metrics. Sales and trends dashboard. I'm not going to go through the whole dashboard, but today I want to look at the simulator. So in the sales and trends dashboard, you can go in and you can enter in how much you would like to make. And for me right now, my goal is $6,800 gross revenue each month. And then from there, it gives you this little chart and this little graph, and it will tell you what exactly you need to do to get to your monetary goal. And it breaks it down into various different scenarios. You can have a high average sale price, which means that you need to have less active listings, or you can have a lower average sale price, and that means you need to have more active listings. What I love about this is based off of my data. This is based off of average sale prices that I am currently selling and sell-through rates that I am currently doing. So this is going to be strategic for me, and then as I grow and change, this is going to update and repopulate if I am increasing my average sale price and give me a better picture of what I'm doing. So for me right now, I am aiming for this lower average sale price strategy, and that is because with everything that's going on right now, I'm shooting this in June of 2020. We're in the middle of a pandemic. People are starting to get back to work, but they were out of work for a while and not spending a lot of money. I was noticing a trend in my data. My average sale price was going down. So I'm going to keep with the lower average sale price strategy, which means that I need to sell 201 items a month at my current sell-through rate, and I need to get up to this 1821 active listings. So from there, it's going to help me decide what I need to source. I am going to want to source things that are going to be selling at $33.83 or higher. Higher is always better, but this is going to give me an idea. I don't want to go out and buy inventory that is not going to help me hit my monetary goal. And I also need to be really kicking up how many items I'm listing. I currently have 846 items, so I need to get up to 1,000 more items. That's a whole nother video, but that kind of gives you an idea of what to do. And then I also need to work on my sell-through rate. I am currently at 142 items sold on a monthly basis, and I need to get up to 201. So that, again, that is another video. So if you like content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like on your way out. I will do other videos on how to work on sell-through rates. Right now, I want to work on what you're going to purchase. Instead of going to the thrift store and grabbing a whole bunch of things and not really knowing what's going to sell, I want to give you the strategies that you need to find exactly what is going to help you hit that monetary goal, buying things that will sell and things that are going to sell for you. Not just, I watched a Bolo video on some other YouTuber channel and now I'm looking for this Bolo brand that I'm probably never going to find. So I am aiming for $33 average sale price. How am I going to get there? What am I going to purchase? First thing that I look at is my categories. This is all of the categories for all of the platforms that I sell on. So anything over my average sale price is down here. My sell-through rate is right here. Anything up in here is a Bolo category for me, meaning it sells at a high average sale price and at a high sell-through rate. I currently, and this is for May, so my last full month, I don't have anything up there. It's pretty rare to have things that sell high and sell fast. They're definitely Bolo, it's why it's be on the lookout. But I do want to look at categories that are above this 30% or $30 average sale price, and the ones that have a higher sell-through rate. So for me right now, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to show you one, but for me right now, that's jeans. And I'm new to jeans. In the past, if you watch some of my old videos, I never sold jeans before. I was lucky to come across a bunch of new with tag jeans, and so I sold them and they've been selling well. So I'm slowly starting to learn jeans, but because I don't know jeans, and I'm going to show you guys today how I'm going to decide what jeans to purchase instead of just going out and buying jeans. I want to make sure the jeans that I'm purchasing are the jeans that are going to be selling. So my average sale price for jeans is $34. My sell-through rate is 32%, which for me, my sell-through rate tends to be around 15 to 20% on a monthly basis. So 32% is really good. So I would continue to, if I was looking for other categories, I would continue to look at the other bubbles for these two and figure it out. This is bags, only an 18% sell-through rate, which is pretty decent, but the average sale price is higher as well. And then maybe look at some of these bubbles down here as well that are close to that 30%. And how do I work on increasing that average sale price? How do I work on increasing that sell-through rate? These are kind of my, if I increase these just a little bit, I can get a higher monthly monetary gross number. So, and then over here too, I want to look at this are my top 20 categories that I've sold for the month of May over here. Jeans, again, my average days on hand for jeans is really low. This is a little bit skewed for me because I've only had jeans in my closet for 2 months. So as I've had them for longer, we'll see how long they sit, but that's still pretty good, especially at my average sell-through rate. And then I can come down here. These are my top 20 categories for the month of May, top 20 brands, for the month of May that I sold. And I want to see if any of these what are my top selling jean brands. So I can be on the lookout for that. Dear John is a lot of jeans that I sold from them. Rock Revival is a brand that a lot of jeans I sold. Rolls Royce is as well. Buckle Black, Democracy, BKE, Mec jeans, Articles of Society. So those are all jeans that from my data, I know sell. I know exactly what I was picking up. I know that these are jean brands that performed well for me. Out of all of the brands that I sold in May, these are my top 20 brands on a gross revenue. I made the most money off of those brands. So then I can dig a little bit deeper into that data. And how I do that right now is there's two different ways. So I look into my Sarah Styles Analytical Inventory Dashboard. This is for Poshmark only data currently. You can manually enter in all of your data. As of right now, I just use it for a quick check on Poshmark. Currently I'm about 50-50 split between what's selling on Poshmark and what's selling on eBay. So I'm going to quickly look at my Poshmark data, and then I will show you how to look at your information in eBay as well, and do a little bit more market research in eBay to figure out how to get you to that monetary goal. So this is my top brands. So here too, I will just show you, if you're new to my channel or new to these reports, this one is for sale as well. It is the Analytical Inventory Dashboard. This is Poshmark only. You copy and paste your Poshmark sales and inventory reports. Super simple. Copy and paste. All of these dashboards do come with a how-to video that you can watch as many times as you need, and I'm there to help as well. But this is for May. I just quickly looked at the previous full month of data. My top 3 selling brands for the month of May are all jean brands. Articles of Society, Dear John, and Dear John. I sold the most Dear John, highest dollar amount. I made the most total quantity money and gross revenue on Dear John as well. Articles of Society was my fastest selling brand. So those are all jeans. Again, it's telling me, you know, Sarah, try and venture out and learn a little bit more about jeans, find ways to source jeans. But before I just go to the thrift store and buy a whole bunch of jeans, I want to figure out what brands, what styles, and whatnot. So these are my top 10 on Poshmark for the month of May, and 4 of those, Dear John, Rolls Royce, and this is just a typo because it was capitalized once and then it wasn't down here when I entered it into Poshmark. So those are the same. You can see they have the same stats. That was just an error on my part. So Dear John, Rolls Royce, Rock Revival, and Articles of Society, same data as the other one as well. I just want to show you a different way to look at it. This one's going to get a little bit more depth as well. Those are my top 4 brands of jeans that are selling. I can also look at my total amount sold. I can come down here and look at my average sale price. So of those jeans, do any of them have a high sale price? Buckle is a $60 average sale price. So that's kind of my Bolo brand. Keep an eye out for those buckles. Same with Rock Revival. Is it Rock Revival or Rock Revival, right? I'm good with numbers, not so much words. So those are the 2 brands that hit my top average sale price. So of all the stuff that I sold in May, the top 10 average sale price items were those ones. So those are definitely ones to keep an eye out for. Those were both men's. I know that off the top of my head. Average days on hand. So what is selling quick? I will pick up items that sell lower if they're going to sell quick, because quick money can help me reinvest and get more items as well. So Articles of Society is totally a jeans brand as well. Rock Revival is up there. So that's Rock Revival is definitely my Bolo brand. I have never sold it before. I've heard that it does well. I really was picking up jeans before. Someone donated a bunch of them to me and I was like, okay, well, they got donated to me, so I'll list them and see how they do. That's definitely a brand that I'm going to keep an eye out for. Same with Buckle. So Buckle and Rock Revival are definitely Bolo brands that I'm going to keep an eye out for. If you don't have the sales and trends dashboard and you have this inventory dashboard, you can look at your sell-through rates here as well, your top performing categories as well. I'm not going to dig into this because we looked at it on my sales and trends dashboard, but you can go through and do the similar thing here as well. What I do want to look in on this dashboard and why I so people ask me, which one do you want to have? I have 3 for sale, which one should I buy? And it's not as simple as that because I use all of them for different reasons, which is why I want to show you what I use each one for and how it helps me in my reselling business. So now I'm looking at sizes. For this data that I'm looking at, and this is May 2020 data, you can put whatever amount of data that you want in here as well. I'm just looking at the most previous month because we are kind of in a weird time right now with things changing. Normally I look at like last summer, right? What was working for me last summer, but with everything that's happening with the pandemic and the economy, last summer probably isn't as good of an indicator of what's going on right now as last month is. So I'm looking at May. You can go down here, look at all of your different categories. For the sake of this video, I'm trying to figure out jeans. What jeans do I want to start purchasing because that is going to help me hit those monetary goals that I want. Sizes that sell, a high sell-through rate is definitely something that I want to keep in mind. Size 30, high sell-through rate, low days on hand. Other ones, 28, 33, 24, 32, so these higher-ish around that 30 waist size is going to do well for me. And something too that you want to keep in mind, I'm going to show you quickly on the sell-through rate, 100%. So down here, 100% is awesome, but I also only had 1. So that's not necessarily a true indicator that size 24 is going to sell extremely well, but it's something for me to keep an eye on. Maybe look at a couple months data to see how that's doing. Things that I noticed sit for a while are these small, extra small sizes, size 4. Size 23, juniors, petites tend to sit a little bit longer. So that's something that I am only going to purchase if it's going to be like this huge, I know this is going to sell. If I found like a pair of mother jeans in this size, okay, I would probably pick it up. Would I pick up some other lower average sale price brands in those sizes? Probably not. And then the subcategories. So now I know sizes that I'm going to be looking at, I'm going to keep an eye out for. This is really helpful now if your thrift stores aren't even open and you are sourcing all online. You can go through and filter to exactly what you want. You don't have to take that risk. You can say, I want size 30 jeans. I want them in, well, size 30, I want them in articles of society, right? So you can go through and filter out exactly what is going to sell for you and has the best chance of selling for you. Then you can look at your subcategories. Of the jeans that I have, what subcategories are selling well for me? High average sell-through rates. These all have a really high average, not average. These all have a high sell-through rate. So any ones of these, skinny, boyfriend, boot cut. What's interesting is boot cut was out for a while, and I'm noticing that it is coming back in. Boot cut, straight. Okay, so here again, there's two different ways you can enter in boot cut, but those are both going to be the same. The thing too is I want to keep an eye on my average sale price. I want to be around that $33 mark. So $41.55 boot cut and straight are giving me a higher average sale price. But I also want to keep in mind what brands those are. I'm pretty sure the straight are most of the Rock Revival. So not necessarily all straight jeans are going to give me that. I need to know my data and what's working. Boot cut as well, I think, were mostly those men's jeans that I was given. And then I can look at categories. I normally only sell women's. I was given a bunch of men's, and I'm slowly starting to get back into it. But I can go in and say, okay, of the men's stuff, jeans were selling at a 60% sell-through rate, and they were selling at an average sale price of $46. So of the jeans I was given, they sold well. So I will keep an eye out for those in the future. This is based off of my data. Now I want to show you how you can do this with your information on eBay if you're a mainly eBay seller, or if you want to look at both of your stores. And the nice thing about eBay too is you can look at how the market is doing as well. So I'll show you guys that in a minute. You do have to have a store subscription to have access to this terapeak data. I would highly recommend having a store subscription if you're selling on eBay, or if you want to be an eBay seller. It gives you lots of cool tools, as well as saving on your listings and stuff. Okay, so I'm over here on this research tab. I do want to show this just really quickly while I'm here. Listing improvements. I don't currently have anyone, but the nice thing about eBay is it tells you what is not performing well. So if you come in here, you're like, why am I not making eBay sales? You can look at your listings and it'll tell you, hey, this one's not performing well. Try doing this. eBay gives you a lot of really cool tools to help you be successful. I'm going to come down here first and go to this sourcing guidance. And here you can look at your categories. So I can go through and look at all of my categories, but I'm for right now going to look at jeans, and I'm going to look at use. So I am trying to figure out what kind of jeans I want to sell, what kind of jeans I want to be sourcing, because it is feeding into my simulator and my data. It is working well for me. So I'm going to click use because I sell mainly used items. This is going to show you seasonality. So you can see there's a little bit of a dip, and in general, eBay has a summer slump, they call it, but definitely for jeans. People definitely wear jeans more in the winter, into the spring, and then back into the fall and into the winter again. So if jeans aren't selling well right now, I mean, that's not a big deal, but now's the time to be purchasing them because it's going to start ramping up. So you want to have them. I want to get some in my closet. People are starting to go back to school. It's starting to get a little bit cooler. People aren't sourcing them right now. So you can probably get pretty good prices on them. And then it gives you a price breakdown as well. 72% of the jeans on eBay are selling for under $20. 28% are selling $20 to $100. And then none are selling above that. Opportunity in jeans. So this is really cool too. It tells you, it goes through and gives you 10 of the highest growth opportunity scores. So these are going to be the best brands that eBay has seen. They are selling the best on eBay right now. And what was I saying? Rock Revival, definitely a brand to keep out for. Mother, Rag & Bone, Miss Me. But it doesn't stop there. So these are the top selling brands as well. You can also go down if it's not there and you say, hey, I have access to a lot of A and G. Oh, let me click A and G and I can rank. Hold on, I think you can. Oh, apply. talking and working at the same time. So then you can go through and it'll rank it. And that's A and G is a 54. While it's not up here, you know, at the 61 growth opportunity score, it's up there, right? So I may say, okay, I'm going to keep an eye out for AG or AG. You can also come down and say, okay, you know, this is really helpful just to get an idea of what's selling too. But if you were going to buy like a liquidation lot, or you had access to new tag type items, like a whole lot of something, you can come in and say, okay, I have someone wanting to sell me A and G boyfriend style. What is the average sale price? What is my growth opportunity score? That would probably be a decent purchase for me. That is above my 33. 52 is still a really good average or growth opportunity score. It doesn't fall in the top 10, but I mean, it is close, right? So you can come down here and then you can even go into sizing. I'm not going to get into all of this. I just want to show you how you can do it. Sizing. So 30-inch makes that go down a whole lot, right? 28. So I can come in and say, okay, what other sizes would be a good growth opportunity score? You can also come in here and look, it'll give you the top 10 style, bottom sizes, inseams, and size type. Plus size for sure is up there. So you can come in here and do the research to help you decide what is going to be selling well in the categories that you want based off of your data. And now you can come on a wider spectrum and looked at it as well. The one other thing that I want to show you in here, so that is really cool. You can look at all kinds of categories there. I'm looking at jeans right now for the sake of this video. I'm going to try and source some more jeans, but I don't know jeans. So I need to learn what kind of jeans that I want so that I can increase my monthly gross revenue. So this is cool too, because you can come in here and look at specific things. So I'm going to look at, I'm going to bring up these Rock Revival jeans, just because that's kind of been a theme in here, if I can find some. But this will tell me, so you have sold and you have active, and you can go through and filter a lot of these. I'm not going to for the sake of this video, but if you're like, okay, I only do a fixed price, so I want to look at my competition there. But this comes down, and this is really cool. These are your sold, and then you can look at your competition, and then what is currently sold. It tells you your average sale price. I'm currently looking at the last 30 days. So yeah, so in the last 30 days, the average sale price is $60. Yes, please. The range, okay, so there is a big range. This is where you would maybe say, okay, let me look at my specific style, but this gives you a good idea. 46% are doing free shipping. That's a high free shipping rate. So I need to make sure if I want to be competitive, I might need to do free shipping on these as I'm pricing it. I don't mind shipping something for free if it's if someone's paying $60 for it. I will take, most jeans will fit into a flat rate. I'll take that $7 and like 52 cents out of my average sale price. 35% for clothes is a very high sell-through rate. So this is something I can come in here and say, okay, people have told, instead of I've heard this sells well, you can look at the data and see. So something I want to show you to compare to Anthropologie. I know Anthropologie is where it's at for resellers. I am not a huge Anthropologie fan of reselling. A couple of reasons for this: it's oversaturated, and you can see here, average sale price is $31, which is still okay, reasonable. It's a little bit lower than my $33. However, look at this sell-through rate, 6.95%. So should have said this at the beginning of the video, but if you watch my channel, you've heard me say it a gazillion times. Sell-through rate, what does this mean? 6.95%. 6%, if eBay was selling, if eBay had 100 Anthropologie dresses, 6 of them are selling. That's not great. Then that's what I mean by it being oversaturated. You're going to have it, but you have a high competition here. So with Anthro dresses, if it's a rare one, if it's really new, I might pick it up. But your competition for Anthro is really steep. The other thing here, and you can see this really quickly, I don't use stock photos. I definitely don't recommend it on eBay because eBay will shut you down, especially if for different brands. They're very particular on certain brands, but they will lock you out of your account for using a stock photo. It is taking someone else's property. Unless you have written consent from the photographer or from the company, it is stealing their work. But a lot of people when selling use stock photos. Look at all of these. Stock photo, stock photo, stock photo, stock photo, stock. And so I don't use a stock photo. Tell me which one looks better. This one or this one? The stock photo. I mean, that's why people use it, right? The stock photo looks better because I don't use stock photo. It makes my competition even harder. So I really do anthro. But this is what I wanted to show you, because now you can come in here and say, what jeans, Miss Me, let's look up Miss Me jeans, Miss Me jeans. I'm going in here and I'm saying, these are all the jeans that I've heard sell well. These are brands that I see in my area a lot. How are they doing for me? So when I am out thrifting, I can say, okay, average sale price is a little bit lower than that $33 that I want. And the sell-through rate, while it's higher than 6, it's not really great. But then I can come in here and say, okay, Miss Me jeans, skinny, right? And see if maybe that gives me a better competition. So I can start looking at styles that I want to pick up by them. So that is a higher sell-through rate, slightly higher, average sale price. Helps me decide what to pick up when I'm out and about. All right, so that is it. We started with looking at your data to help you figure out where you want to go. Start at the top. What do you even need to do to get to that monetary goal that you want to get? In the simulator, you can enter in whatever number that you want. You could be a side hustle and you're like, hey, I just want some extra Starbucks every day, once a week. And so I only need to make $100. Well, that's really expensive, Starbucks. But you could say, I only need to make a couple of extra $100. I want to pay my car payment. So I need to make $300 a month. You enter that in and it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. And then you can go look at your specific data. I like looking at my data because that's stuff that I already know. It's already things that I have access to. I have access. I can't change. I thrift. I can't change where I thrift, especially right now. I can't change where I thrift because you're not traveling. These are the items that I have access to. I'm in Colorado. We get a lot of activewear. I don't see Lily Pulitzer. So that's not really an option for me to source. So what is working for me and what categories and brands are going to hit that average sale price and sell-through rate that I need to hit my monetary goal, and be very strict. It's hard. It is so hard when you're out and you're like, oh, this is so good. But be very strict in things that are going to sell for you and things that are working. And once you've looked at your data to get a handle on where you want to go and what is working for you, then you can go into eBay, see what is working on eBay for you. And you can also get an idea of brands and of what is actually happening and figure out a plan and a strategy that is going to work for you to help you hit your monetary goals. So I hope this video helped. Make sure to hit that smash on the way out and hit a subscribe and notifications if you want to see more content like this. Have a good day.